Extra, read all about it. What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries. My name is Michelle. This is my channel, and we're headed into Daily Tarot. Daily Tarot reading for the general energies and forecast for today, which is September 17th, 2019. Happy birthday, Alicia. It's my best friend's birthday. We're 41 this year. I'm 2 months older than you, so you still have that. So, happy birthday, girl. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Click the like button on this video and also ring that bell. Make sure it's not personalized. Make sure it's all notifications bell so that you know when I go live. I'm also going to be posting when I go live and different videos on my community page, because I just found out that YouTube does not notify subscribers above 3 videos per 24-hour period, and especially during the week when I'm getting out my week aheads for the zodiac signs. I'm definitely doing at least 4 to 5 videos daily for like 3 days straight. So there's going to be times you're not going to get notified, and I just found all of this out, which is why so many of you have been excellent in reporting that stuff to me. And I just found out why it's happening, and now it makes sense. So you won't, especially in the beginning of the week, you will not get notified for some of my videos, and that's just their rules and how it's going to be, and it applies to everybody across the board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list when the videos come out on the community page, so hopefully that still gives you a chance to find them. Okay, so this is my Talisman and Cauldron deck. It's my specialty deck from Talisman and Cauldron, which is a spiritual store in Derby, Connecticut. Laura, who owns the store, and her partner China developed this deck. It's a very unique deck that I use for all of my readings, my personal readings and my dailies. So let's get into the daily. Let's see what the juice is. Ooh, energies for September 17th, 2019. Where I am, it is particularly sunny and blue skies outside, and I hope that it's the same for you. If not, there's beauty in a rainy day too. Maybe it's warm enough for you to go outside and play in the rain. There's a sensuality to that I like. I like it. I like it. Ooh, okay. I have that song in my head, Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello, Senorita. I have it in my head. Every time I hear that song, I see myself dancing to it. I choreograph things in my head. First card out, we are watching and waiting, but it means that we've also come through some shit. Standing at not the precipice. You're not looking over a cliff. Is she looking over a cliff? A little bit, yeah. It's like she's finally coming to the clearing. And she's waiting. She's waiting for ships to come in. She's waiting to see what next choice she has. She's not necessarily waiting just to wait. She's waiting to watch. She's taking in the new view so that she can assess where she stands now. So new beginnings. Essentially, when I see the 3 of Wands, that's what I see. Taking action. It's very difficult with the Wands cards to say that she's waiting, because Wands are actionable cards. She's assessing. She's looking at what she sees in front of her and what's available to her right now, and saying, hey, what's the new path? What's the new direction? Overcoming obstacles, bada bing, bada boom, taking higher ground. In other words, yeah, there's a lot of haters. Look at, she's got 6 against 1, but this is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands reminds us that we have the energy to slay the hate. We do. And she's in a better position than they are because she's on the higher ground, which in colloquial terms simply means she's right, they're wrong. It also means we're ready. We're ready. We're ready for competition. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Heartbreak. Ooh, this is challenging. This is one that for all of us, it takes its own course. It takes its own length of time. The only thing that helps it is if we decide to live through it and not focus on it. Does that mean we don't go home and cry every night? No, but it means that we go home after we go out and live. And it will be eventually and inevitably the choice to live as much as possible, even when we're feeling pain, being honest with our pain, that really is the working through it. You're learning how to actually function with it, not accepting it, talking about it when you can, accepting the circumstances around it. Emperor. Oh, somehow I wonder, do you have, I don't know. I'm trying to listen to him and say, does he have a part in this heartbreak? I don't know, because he's coming after the heartbreak, which means new ideas, new inspiration. This is the ultimate. It's not a fire card, but it's a fire energy. This card represents Aries. So it's the ultimate, like, combustible forward progress. This is progressive energy. So in other words, it's almost like heartbreak has fueled your inspiration to move and move forward. You're not sitting on it. You're not waiting. You're definitely living out loud. That's what the Emperor is when he comes in. He lives out loud. He creates. The Emperor is that masculine side of creation. The Empress is that feminine side of creation. It could also represent a divine masculine. Divine masculine energy is, High Priestess. I always love when these two come out together, because it's like the divine counterparts are the Emperor and the Empress. He is the fire, the volcano, almost like the destruction to create, the force that moves and changes, right? And then the Empress is the seeds after the volcano flow has stopped, and she's taking what's happened afterwards. She's absorbing all the new materials and new minerals that have come up from the volcano, and she's using it to nurture new flora and then eventually new fauna. It's like that natural process. The High Priestess is different. The High Priestess is almost like in the realm of the gods. She watches and understands. She exists in the what we would call the 5D, or the multi-dimension. She strikes a balance between two extremes. She would come out between the center. She is that connectivity, that connective force between the Empress and the Emperor. She is that spiritual force that guides both of them, keeps everything in balance, and ensures that the ebb and flow stays healthy, stays productive, that she's almost like the direction. She's consciousness, or higher consciousness. And I love when these two come out together, because for me, it's almost like star-crossed lovers. Somebody that you weren't necessarily, born for, but fascinated by. Somebody that you may have a long distance love for. So it may be a love that you can't ever say or ever really live out loud, but you don't necessarily need to, because this is intuition and this is connectivity outside of this normal realm. And just this existence should be inspiration in and of itself for you to feel good every day. This shouldn't cause, the problem is with humans, because we're three-dimensional, we're physical, we're matter, right? This is the bodies that we live in. We need the physical interaction. We almost demand it. And the issue with that is, it's not really an issue, it's just a reality that it causes us to long and to pine, and then get bitter and be sad about the fact that, things aren't happening the way that we want them to, and the longing doesn't need to exist, because if it's a spiritual connection, it's meant to stay in the spiritual realm, not necessarily meant to manifest into the 3D. But the Emperor being present implies that there's an energy, this is totally outside of the realms of romance, an energy that wants to manifest what was spiritual, bring it into the 3D, because the Emperor would have the power to do that. So that's for people who are thinking about have a passion and they've been working on it. Working on I know I'm like focused on the cards. I'm trying to talk to you guys too. So working on manifesting those inspirations into realities. I love that energy. That's like my favorite kind of energy. I'll be honest with you guys. That's like the energy of me. When I always tell you guys, follow your dreams. Like, what are your dreams? What do you want to do? Like, do you know what you want to do? It's hard to have a direction when you don't even know what you want. Page of Wands is the center card for this reading. What that is new opportunity. It's young energy. It's just starting out, but it's inspiration. It's innocent inspiration. It's almost that purest form of inspiration. It's an indication that you're just getting started in something, that this is a new endeavor or a new energy push. This is a new project. Now, this implies that it took a lot of time, the Two of Wands, to contemplate, to decide. And maybe, just maybe, there's a lot of fire energy here today, guys. Fire signs, what are you doing? But it's for everybody. This is about creation and action. Today is a day of action. I would say get yourself out as much as you can. Do as much as you can. There's a movement today. There's a push today. There's a forward motion and momentum today that is really going to help you along your way. The Two of Wands is contemplation. It also, Laura, who created this deck, has informed me that it's also getting noticed, or somebody realizing your gifts and talents, and somebody taking notice of you, like seeing you from afar and saying, yeah, this is really, in other words, something that you've done has gotten attention from somebody else. Or something has caught your eye. Here's another two. A 2-2. 2 twos coming right out. Once again, counterparts. Oh, I've been feeling counterparts coming together for the longest time. And I've been saying right up through Scorpio season, counterparts are really going to be coming together. And then into next year, bam. That's 2020, of course. But here we go. We have the Two of Swords. She always reminds me, this is my Kill Bill card. So even when you're sort of down on your luck and compromised, you're ready for battle. This is trying to figure out and decide what to do. How? These are antennae. These are antennae up into the ether. So it's like being between two choices, having to decide between two choices, but you're also in a new phase of your life. So you're almost like your legs are shaky. It's almost like having to make a decision, but not realizing that it's not the two things you're deciding upon. It's in the decision itself that the power is. That neither one is better. It's just the value you place on them. That's really the secret. Because she's connecting. These are like antennae connecting with the ether, connecting with the higher power, the higher voice, the spirit, her intuition. So it's not necessarily which way do I go. It's finding the confidence and understanding that whichever way you choose is the right path. Because the power is in the decision. This is a swords card. It's an intellect card. It's a thought card. The power is in the decision. This is a card then that it's like you're unable to decide what to do. You're unable to decide, not because one offers better than the other, but because maybe both of them are just as good. I love her. This is the Aquarius card. This card represents Aquarius. So right now on the table we have three major arcana. One major arcana that represents Aries, and the next major arcana that represents Aquarius. So Aquarius, this is your star, this is your water bearer card, this is the star card. Aside from the sun, this is like the best and most benevolent card in the deck. It is wishes and dreams come true. This is wishes granted. This is a success coming your way. Things like she's literally pouring the water of your wish down over your head. It is like sending blessings from above down your way. It's also truth. It's also finding the truth. Finding the truth in a situation that was otherwise unclear. So today, a truth may come in, something that helps you decide and makes this process of deciding not so worrisome to you. Oh. The Death card, he's been coming up a lot lately. A lot lately. The Death card right after the Star card. This is Scorpionic energy. And honestly, this is like rebirth. Right after the Star card, which is such a benevolent card, the Death card is going to be rebirth. It's going to be a new life, a new mindset. You have this is the Star card. Oh my God. I have 1, 2, 3. Power of 3, so mote it be. There are 3 cards on the table now, and I'll flip it around to show you. There are 3 cards on the table now that are new moon cards. So this is an implication, a major implication of a new beginning, a new start. Something has died. Something has ended. And that's a good thing. Because this is that rebirth afterward. This is that new period of your life. Okay. Celebration, happiness, abundance. Like, wow. 3. It's interesting too. We have 3 3s on the table too. Let me show you guys. Oh, I love that ring. So, 3 3s. You begin with a 3 and you end with a 3, and in the center, it's 3. So there's heartbreak, right? Deciding your new direction, taking action, taking stock, almost like reflecting what's my next move. Disappointment, heartache, right? 3 of swords. Feeling like you've been attacked or not taken care of or let down by a lot of different people. Heartbreak, an ending. And this, once again, we have another 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 of wands, 3 of swords, 3 of cups. The only one missing is the 3 of pentacles. And this is celebration. This is your tribe. This is being in the midst of people who celebrate you and care about you and appreciate you and recognize you and are happy for you, and your cups really being well balanced and filled. Like there's water all around them. Their cups are always filled because they're swimming in that water. They're living in that water. They're happy. We have the Death card that's followed the Star card. This could be an indication of Aquarius and Scorpio. There's also, like I said, Aries energy. I'm not sure what sign the High Empress lends itself to. I'm not sure that there's a placement on it. But we have Aries, Aquarius, and Scorpio on the board. Ooh. This is really interesting. But we have the, okay. This is like action, intuition. This is our central card today. The Page of Wands, which is all about, like I said, a new beginning, a new start, a new charge, a new, almost like a new lease on life, I'm going to say. It's almost a naive energy. It's a quick moving energy. Maybe this was something you got into very quickly, and that's why there was so much doubt and fear about it, because you sort of threw yourself in and didn't really plan on like the hardships. And yet there you are, seeing the hardships through. And by the end of the day, a new beginning. This is why I know it's not like an ending. Because look You have new moon, new moon, new moon. Interesting. And look at the shapes of them. Here, here, here. Interesting. I would say this is a waxing crescent, new moon, waning crescent. Interesting. I'm just wondering if this is timestamps. If it's not timestamps, I always say timestamps, but if this is a timeline, I want to think on this. Look at this card. It's so beautiful, the star card. I'm thinking as I'm showing you the cards, I'm thinking, I hope you got a good look at them. It's just, there's so much synchronicity here, and the way that it's all laid out. You have the 3, it's almost in a triangle, and then you have the 2s, 3 2s. So you have the High Priestess, 3 3s, 3 2s, 5 5 5. Change is coming. And it's almost like wishes are coming true. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say this is an indication of a very, very, very good change. And this is the general energy of today. Especially if if the death card represents you as a Scorpio. This is a very positive turnaround. This is a very, very positive change. This is coming through the hardship, going through the dark, walking through hell. It's like to have your wishes come true. You have literally died and been resurrected. You've walked through hell. And you're coming out on the other side in the 3D world, being praised and celebrated. This is a reminder to keep going. This is a prediction of inevitable triumph, even if right now, currently, or the beginning of the day, it seems like nothing's moving, nothing's happening. There's nothing but conflict, nothing but another battle to fight, another disappointment. It's not. Somebody is noticing you. Two people are noticing you. Like 2 energies are noticing you. Manifestation and intuition. They're both noticing you. 3D, 5D, they're noticing you. And this new shot is going to happen for you. And whatever imbalance or worry that you have, that you haven't made the right choice, don't worry about it. Because there's so much major arcana on this table. I can tell you, it is divinely ordained that you're going to transcend yourself. Transcend yourself. And come through on the other side. It's inevitable. This is something that you've wished for. Except for those of you, few of you who have tried to wish for somebody to, like aim those curses at people. I don't get involved in that shit because it's just horrible stuff. And it's basically every spell you cast is a world that you create that you have to live in. And do you really want to live in that kind of world? So no, I'm not picking up on that kind of dark energy though. This is powerful energy. This is hopeful energy. Fuck hope. You know what it is in me? It's like for me, it's almost like I'm still at the 2 of Swords stage. So I'm stuck in my I'm stuck in my head. I'm stuck. Because I'm like, well, let's see. There's no let's see. I'm talking to myself now and you guys. There's no let's see. There's let go and let be. And it's coming in. It's inevitable. This isn't something that you can fight. So if something comes to a total halt, it's because on the other side, there's something better. But I feel like something has already come to a total halt. There's been so many losses, and it could be somebody who's passed that's really helping to push you along. And woohoo, like bring attention to you. It's going to bring attention to you. That's all I can say. It's going to bring attention to you that's positive and energized and really fruitful. So all of this struggle is not for it. It's for a good reason. This could also be. I'm just going to say this. This could also indicate the death of somebody that's high profile. That somebody that's always gotten a lot of attention and meant a lot to people. Meant a lot to a lot of people whose life they would continue to celebrate. So they've affected a lot of people. I don't see any violent death or so my prediction would be that this person is already elderly and has lived a long, healthy, happy, good life. They've done a lot of good. A lot of truth. They've done a lot of good. And that's why their life is celebrated and honored. Maybe there's somebody who's, it's the anniversary of their death that we celebrate today. I'm not sure. But that's what's coming through loud and clear too, is that it could be potentially, we get notifications that somebody that is famous for whatever reason, could be science, could be philanthropy, could be business, whatever reason, they were admired globally or nationally at least. And their passing is it's not like it's celebrated. It's like they're still celebrated. They're still heralded for their contributions. It's like a few months ago when Toni Morrison passed, or it's like their lives have brought so much great abundance and truth and happiness to others that they will continue to be celebrated even after that. And maybe in this occurrence, it's almost like you find inspiration you find that energy, you find that inspiration to, like, that divine idea comes through to you because of what happened. Maybe because you personally lost somebody and you're finding inspiration through their loss. Inspiration being that new birth, that new life on the other side of losing something important to you. And this doesn't necessarily have to be physical. It could just be emotional. It could be psychological. It could be like career. It could be losing a job, finishing the cycle. But really, you were never happy with the job anyway. So this is actually a blessing in disguise and you're happy about it. So whatever ending happens today will bring a great deal of happiness and abundance. And like celebration. Not like ding dong, the witch is dead. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. If that's the case, it's because the person has brought a lot of pain and suffering to people and they were blocking a lot of people's abundance, and now a lot of people get to be happy and liberated. Like that could be too, like the death of a dictator or something. I do feel that would be more like on a national scale though, to be honest with you, if that's what's going on today. Aside from that, this is a new birth. This is a new life. This could also be effectually Aquarius and Scorpio getting together and everybody loving it. This could be Aries and intuition, any kind of very intuitive sign. So this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or in a more personal way, this could be Aries. This could be the breakup. This could have been the breakup of a relationship with an Aries. It was always confusing. It was never settled. It was always on edge. And then what makes you actually happy is coming into contact with somebody a little bit calmer, cooler, more rational, not more rational, gentler in some ways. So that would be the Aquarius. And this is scorpionic energy being celebrated and finally being happy. Not reading the signs still, it's almost like, in terms of 3D interpretation of this reading, letting a relationship end that just wasn't working out. It almost was like two people who wanted each other, but no matter how much you wanted each other, you just didn't belong together. You were never on the right page. They were always go, 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 go. And you were always like spirituality, spirituality, spirituality. They were sort of void of spirituality. You or them, one of you was void of spirituality. The other was, they were all about progress and making money, making waves, making, building dreams, like just like that hardcore manifestation energy that was always focused on the next project and on the next moment, whereas the other energy was meditative, faithful, contemplative, philosophical. It's like the energies could have complemented each other, but they just never gelled. They never came together. And there was a period that you were looking and searching and just feeling like it was never going to happen, wondering if you were even going to, like, even if you were even sane at this point. Like, should I just give up hope completely? But then no, this new relationship comes in, and it's everything that you've ever wished for. It's almost like divinely ordained. I don't know if it's divinely ordained or if it's just what's really nice and what's really gentle and what you need right now. It's going to bring a lot of happiness, and it could be a wedding. Could be a wedding coming out of this. So that's sort of like the 3D interpretation. There's definitely a relationship breakup and then move on vibe to this reading. I just can't deny that. But I like to also provide that more esoteric reading of just coming through the conflict and having your heart almost broken and trying something so hard, it just never working out. There never being the right fit. Really trying to get something off the ground that seemed like you were always going to struggle with it. It just seemed like it wasn't moving. There was always like kind of lukewarm reception to what you were doing. And then there's this huge breakthrough, this surge into a new direction totally. And you just triumph. You get the attention, you get the respect that you need. You become celebrated. So it's a reminder today, is a reminder of, like I said, keep going. Keep the faith. Know that even when there are struggles and heartbreaks, there's something on the other side of them. And this is 24 hours. 24 hours. 24 hours. We will and can get through 24 hours. Talk to you tomorrow.